coronavirus.
Oh, yes. Well, not only the...
in the world uh, is the thing that is talking about only.
Yeah, everybody is talking about it because unfortunately, it is not only in Mexico, it's in the whole world.
Yes.
And tell me, Esteban, did you have to make any arrangements about your work? Did your life change in any way because of this problem?
No, up to now, but next week we'll have some changes in the work. We we will working in as home office, and only we we are going to the office in some moments, some important moments that we are required.
Yes, that's it. And do you have little children?
No,
Then you are not going to cope with that situation of having your children home.
yes, no, no. My daughter and my son are adults.
Well,
31 and 26 years old.
that makes a little easier things.
Yes, but my daughter is a doctor, and she has a lot of work.
Yeah, she does. Well, I think that this situation is going to be complicated, but we are going to learn a lot.
Yes, mainly to follow the instructions because we are not uh, we are not fans of follow the instructions.
Yes, that's
Uh,
it. Okay. Well, Esteban, thank you very much. Alex, how are you?
Hi, good morning.
Morning. How have you
I'm a
been?
little sick.
Oh,
My garganta, how do you say garganta?
throat.
My throat hurts. I have cough and I have to start quarantena earlier because I have to pay attention to the government protocol. So I'm in house, yes, and I'm a little confused and a little angustiada.
Anguish.
Because I don't have COVID now, but in the sports club I go to regularly to swim. There are 2 people with positive diagnostic.
My goodness.
And yesterday I say that we have to take care of us, and now I'm in the house, but I'm teaching online to my students to my students of the UNAM and of the UNADM.
Yeah,
so that's a good point because I have paid attention to these things and not to the noticias, to the news.
Yeah,
that's my situation now.
Yeah, that's it. All right. And have you visited the doctor?
Yes, I go to the doctor Wednesday, but the doctor say that we are. I'm good. I only have a little gripe.
Flu. Well,
and I have not worried about it, flu. But
yeah,
yesterday I know about the COVID, and I think that I have to go and another time. But I sent the message to the the government says that we have to send a WhatsApp,
uh-huh,
and I do it, but
yeah,
I'm not I'm not bad, so I have to wait, I think.
yes, of course. But yes, why not to go again to the to visit the doctor and tell him the news that
Yes,
you had about the sport club, so that
yes,
they know.
and I think, uh-huh, okay, I do now. when
Yeah,
well,
so,
next 2 hours maybe.
yeah, so that they know that maybe you should be under I don't know under observation because well there
Okay,
was a little point of risk.
exactly. So I'm a little nervous, I think.
Nah, nah, don't be nervous. Well, you know what? Something that I knew, I was checking some documentals and some pages, and they said that, well, the people who are in risk, really in risk, even, for example, well, the people who are not in risk, even when they are infected, are young people who are in very good state of health. The people who are really in danger, in risk, are mostly elderly people who have very difficult health situations, and their defenses are not enough to protect them. So the risk is minimum for people who who have a good health condition. So don't worry, but yes, go to the doctor and check it out.
Yes, I'm worried about not about me, but more about my mother because she came out of cancer um,
Uh-huh.
2 months ago, two three
Uh-huh.
months ago. So it's and she go to the sports club too.
Uh-huh.
But I think that all the things are okay
Yeah, yeah, don't
now.
worry. Just eat a lot of healthy food. Somebody also told me that we should
Yes,
be consuming a lot of garlic. You know, garlic is very good whenever you need to take care of infections and things like those. So a doctor told me also,
yes, and vitamin. Uh-huh.
yeah, vitamin C.
Take a vitamin.
Yeah, you know what?
Vitamin.
There are some fruits and vegetables that contain vitamin C, but the one that really, really has a lot of vitamin C is tomato, red tomato, and strawberry.
Tomato.
Yeah,
Okay, I don't know about it.
yeah, it contains even more, a bigger quantity of vitamin C than lemon.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's a good notice.
yeah, and guava also contains lots of vitamin C. So if you make
Okay.
a blended with guava, pineapple, strawberry, and orange. Wow, that's delicious.
Uh-huh.
That's so nutritious.
Okay. I am not this. Thank you.
Yeah, that's it. All right. Well, I'm not a doctor, but I am a mommy. And you know, whenever we are mommies, we know a lot of remedies.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much, Alex. Take care and go to the doctor.
Thank you.
All right, my
Yes.
pleasure. Diana, welcome. How are you? Diana, hello. Diana, are you there?
Hi. Yeah,
Hi,
I'm
how
here.
are you?
Hi. I'm great, thank you.
Excellent. That's pretty good. Okay, and tell me, how has your week been?
My week has been great because that topic, what about what you're talking, um, hasn't affected my life
Wow, great.
because I'm starting from home and I'm not working, so I don't need to go out.
Yeah, that's it.
Mm.
Well, that's a very good point for you. So it is an
Mhm.
advantage because you
Yeah.
don't have to to do many arrangements.
No, I need to go to buy groceries once a week, and that's it. I don't need to go out.
Hey, that's great because yeah, some people is going crazy. They are driving crazy with their lives because they have to make arrangements and my, it is difficult, really difficult. But then if your life is steady, wow, wonderful.
Yeah,
And
for
how do
now.
you? Yeah, that's it. So you don't have to go out from home for any situation.
Uh, Yesterday I needed to go to the bank, and uh, I I had to pay some um, how can I say recibos,
Some
bills,
bills,
some
bills.
bills. Yeah, yeah, and I late 4 hours in the way, and it was a lot of time because I just late just 1 hour, not
So
for
you lasted 4 hours.
yeah a lot.
Oh my! Why? What happened?
The banks are closing, and they people there allowed um, customers to go in one by one. Not not all customers um, are permitted to go in the bank.
Ah, yeah,
Just
that
one.
so that they don't have a lot of people in the building in the bank.
Hmm. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Well, maybe the point could be to use the ATM, the mechanical cashiers,
Yeah,
or
I used one, but another mm, another bill I I had to pay in the bank.
oh my,
So I need to line.
uh-huh, Jesus. Well, whenever those things happens, of course it is mandatory to be there. Or maybe would you have any mean to make a transference or to use the online bank?
I don't have any count,
Ah,
any online count. So yes,
that's the
I
problem.
needed to go.
Yeah. Well, well, the very good thing is that it was only once. So
Yeah,
maybe,
just once a month.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
a regular payment that you have to do. Well, all right. Anyway, the very good point is that you are safe and that you don't need to
Yeah,
be
I'm
out.
okay.
Hey, that's great, Diana. And what's your job?
I'm not working.
Yeah, you told me that you are a student and you are not
I
working.
worked as a receptionist, but I'm not working.
No, you are
No,
not working now. Oh, that's it. So it is much better, much easier.
for me, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, guess what? Today we are going to talk about success. It is going to be a very nice and interesting topic. My question for you is, what is success? Alex, what is success for you? Alexandra, hello. Maybe she's having problems with her microphone. Esteban, what about
I'm
you?
here. I'm here.
It's
Uh,
okay.
uh,
What is success for you?
Esteban or I?
You, you.
Ah, okay. Success is to do what do you like to do. I think so. Um, for example, when I'm uh, when I'm in the preparatoria high school is
High school, yes.
the professors told me you have to do the things that maybe may earn you much money, but I don't know. This time I don't know how to do this, but I think no, I'm do what I want to do because I'm a little necia.
Stubborn.
And I study mathematics, for example, and the people said, mathematics, that's not a good that's not a good career because you don't uh, gain much money,
Earn.
earn much money. So no, you don't have to do that, but I do. So
Mhm.
I'm not regret
Of your career, of your decision.
if I'm exactly I'm happy for the study of
Excellent.
mathematics.
You know what? I totally agree with you. When my children needed to decide what to study, they had the same situation. I'm divorced, but they talk very frequently, very regularly with their parent, with their father, I mean. And guess what? He said, all right, what are you going to study? And both of my children said, sociology. And he said,
What?
what is it? What is a sociology? A sociologist, and they explained him what they needed to do, what was their major, and he said, no, you have to be a doctor or an engineer because a sociologist is not going to have a job. And they said, Daddy, if a sociologist didn't have any opportunity of a job, the career wouldn't exist. Uh,
Claro, of
so he
course.
said, all right, don't worry. If if you don't get a job, I will help you whenever you graduate to have an office. He means consultorio because that it was kind of like a psychologist. But when my children talked to my family also about being sociologist, the same thing happened. They said, no, but you need to look for a um, profitable job. You're
Okay.
not going to have any opportunity to have a job. And they said, I don't care. And so they selected their career. Now they are graduated and they are very happy with their
Yes.
career, love sociology. And for me, it is wonderful. It is passionate that somebody defends their own likes, their decisions, and of course, if they like what they are doing, it is wonderful. It's a gift of the life.
Yes, and for scientists, I think, and for mathematics, there are a lot of jobs. I have many very good jobs. I work in ILSE. I
Yeah,
work at ILSE.
excellent.
Yes, at uh, I don't know how many years, but I I work at ILSE.
How long? How long
How
ago?
Yes, 2010, no, 2010.
Oh
2010.
my! Hey, so
Yeah.
you have been working in Ilse before than me. I started working in Ilse in 2017.
Okay, that was one of my first really good jobs.
Wow.
And I do educative material
Mm-hmm.
for the secondary.
Wow. So you are
The Just
TV secondary.
TV secondary and the pizarrones electrónicos. How do you say
Yeah.
electronic?
Whiteboards, electronic boards. And
Electronic boards, and that's good. A good thing. I like it.
yeah, too much. Hey, excellent. Well, a pleasure to know from you. You are one of my colleagues.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you. All right. So, Alex, who's your victim?
Uh, Esteban.
Thank you.
Yes, teacher.
Esteban, what is success for you? That's the question.
Well, success for me, I think that we have uh, some work, some goals in our life and in the short, middle, and large time. And to get that goals that we are uh, think about or we are guess is the success. For example, today I am studying in the NAT, and my goal is to finish my career. And that is when I get that result, that was that will be the success for my life. I am working in the telecommunications environment. I am an engineer in the telecommunications, and we have troubles frequently. So when I solve every problem in my work, I get a success because I learn many things about that. I
Aha. Hey, that was wonderful. Esteban, congratulations to you. Yeah, to feel plenty with what you are doing is wonderful.
Yes, yes, I like very much my activities. I like study. I like work. I like my work, and I like my first career. The UNAT is my second career, and I am studying software development, and, and it's according with the telecommunications environment. Today is the main point that we are doing in my life, and I am studying a master in education.
Wow. Hey, that's wonderful, Esteban. Congratulations. I I said it before and I said it again. Whenever you love what you do, it's a success.
Yeah.
You know what? It happened to me something so funny. A time ago, I was talking to my mommy, and I had a lot of debts because I had a very difficult situation when I got divorced. And my mommy told me, baby, how I would like to see you success. And I said, Mommy, I am a very successful woman. You will never know how recognized my work is and how happy I am with what I do. The only point is that I don't have money by this time, but I am a very successful person. And in that moment, I really realized how successful I am really. Because, yes, to be successful is not what the other people see of you, is what you personally see of yourself, is how you feel. And I think, well, in my point of view, that's the real success, how you feel. Okay, great. Thank you, Esteban. Esteban, your victim.
Uh, Diana.
Excellent. Thank you.
I'm the only.
the, the last one.
Yeah. In my opinion, success is what people deserve after putting effort effort into something. Mm, it also what everybody wants to achieve a great goal. Um, uh, I believe many people look for success in money, but it's wrong. In my opinion, it's wrong because money has uh, has not to do with success. For instance, a businessman who desires success in his projects, but to make money sometimes.
Yeah, that's it. And I totally agree with you. I have thousands of times, thousands and thousands of times, listened that some parents talk to their children whenever we call them to talk to them because of the bad behavior of children, and they say, "Baby, please pay attention with what you do. You have to study to be someone in life." And I said, "Oh no, that's wrong. They are someone. Still, the moment they were born, they are someone." And they continue. And you need to study to have a good job and earn a lot of money. Then you will be so successful. And I said, no, wrong. We people are programmed to pursue money, not to pursue satisfaction, not to pursue
Yeah.
service.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the principal point, I think, when people feel frustrated because
Mm-hmm.
they don't get the money enough. Never. Because whenever you have a good job and you have a regular income, then you need more to feel successful. Whenever you have a rise, then you want more and more and more each time. So you will be never satisfied because there is not a limit. So money is not an indicatory about how successful you could be because you are going to need more, 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 and more each time. So yes, I think that the point that makes you feel successful is how happy you are with what you do and uh, how much service you can do to society and to the people who surrounds you. Well, that's my point of view.
Yeah, and do what I like because I know a lot of people who are working in a place where they hate, they don't like
Mm-hmm.
their job, but they make a lot of money in their jobs.
Yeah.
So they decided to stay there, but um, when they are old people, they will regret their decisions because they are not um, being happy
Mm-hmm.
in their life. In their
Yeah,
life.
that's it. Hey, yes, that's it. I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
All right. Yes.
I told my friend and my sister what career I chose. I chose, um, and they told me, "Oh, what is pedagogy? Pedagogy? What is that?
Pedagogy.
It's for feed, for your food, for
Oh,
feed." No, no. It's like education, but it's different. It's great topic to explain right now, but they didn't know what pedagogy was. So I told them it's like education. It's like to work as a teacher or for a human resources company. But their expression was interesting because they were talking about a career where I could make a lot of money, and they told me that that career it's like like a career for making um, a fewer money, not a lot. And they told me you don't find a good job if you study that, because it's not um, like sounded like a famous career. So you are so intelligent, you're smart, you have to study an engineer, for instance, and you have to make money to um, plan your life, and then you have to um, raise children, have children, because I don't have any children now.
mhm.
And they well, they told me that I I won't have a lot of money.
My goodness. Did they?
Yeah, in this career, because it's not a famous career. I don't know the name or
Yeah,
sounded career,
it
pedagogy.
is
Yeah,
no, not a recognized career.
yeah.
Nothing farther than the truth.
Alexandra,
It's my
Alexandra,
fault.
as my family told me.
Oh my. Yeah, that's it.
Alexandra is going through this point.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, she said also, as my family told me, yeah, I don't know why people uh, emit their opinion and they don't know anything about
They
it.
don't know.
Yeah,
No.
you know what? I know what you are talking about. And pedagogists are people who are specialists in education in any way, not
No.
only presential education, but in learning, but also training. So you can be in a human resources department in a company in recruitment or training. You can also be auxiliary in supervision, coordination, direction. I know that
Yeah.
because I am a pedagogist also.
Oh,
Yeah,
well.
so I love pedagogy. You can prepare workshops, you can direct talks, you can
Yeah.
organize events, you can be a director in a school, you can be in a politics campaign organizing, you can prepare the speech of any politician.
It's a great field.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah, I know.
everywhere, everywhere where people need to learn something, there is a pedagogist. And it's very well paid. Not only to be a teacher. To be a teacher, of course, is beautiful, but it's not your only option.
Yeah, I like human resources field.
You know what? I have a master degree in human resources. And that's beautiful. That's wonderful. You should do it. You must do it.
Did you study? Did you
Yeah,
study human resources?
yeah.
Oh,
After I graduated, I had my college degree in pedagogy. I studied my
okay.
master degree in human resources. And
Oh,
so,
wow.
wow, that's beautiful. That's wonderful.
I like teach people, and I would like how can I say capacitora
Trainer.
trainer? Yeah, a
You
trainer.
can be a trainer or you can be a coach. So that's
Coach.
great. Here,
Mm,
Alex in the chat is saying that she works with a pedagogist. Yes.
mhm.
Alex, could you talk to us about that interdisciplinary work you do with the pedagogist?
Yes. For example, I'm at Ilse, and there pedagogy. How do you say pedagogist?
Yep, pedagogist.
Pedagogist told us how that we can do our job because we are mathematician, physician, biologist, and from another areas. So she told us, for example, if we do I don't know, we told a scene is a work. For example, I have to tell you how do you make a equation system.
Was she a trainer?
Yes, it's like a trainer. So,
Mhm.
for example, I have to teach you, Diana, how do you do algebraic system of equations. So,
Mhm.
uh, the it's complicated because I don't have a lot of vocabulary. But if you have to teach that to a child, to a secondary boy,
Mhm.
A
uh,
secondary school boy.
a secondary school boy, you have to say, for example, there are a system of equation. Now you have to all the cómo despejar. I don't know how to say that in English.
Yeah, how to solve.
How to solve the problem, right? So we, Esteban? Ah,
No, only the,
ah,
the,
I think that you helped me.
I think the discover the cognitive.
Discover the incognita, is the X and Y, right? So the thing that I do is to invent a problem for tacos, for example. You and Diana and I go to tacos, and she eats 3 and I ate 2, and each of one take a Boeing, for example. So with this data, you can
Mhm.
do the system of equation, and then you solve it in an scene like in the whiteboard pizarra.
Yeah,
Yes.
whiteboard.
So I don't know how to say, but the pedagogy told us, for example, no, you don't have
Mhm.
to put how do you say cruzado un tache?
Across.
You can't put a cross because the child maybe
Mhm.
ya no lo va a hacer.
It's
They
not
don't do
going to
it.
do it. They won't.
Yes, yes. So you have to put, no, it's not okay. Continue. And then you put a button. They click a button and then continue another time. No, you have to put there some dibujitos,
Some drawings.
some drawings. Oh, más amigable.
Aha,
More
friendlier.
friendly.
more friendlier. So I can do my work, but I program in Java the situation, and then I know mathematics and I know programming, but I don't know how to present the essay. Do you understand
How
me?
to teach the children.
Exactly, that's the point. So we cannot do our work if she don't approve it.
If she doesn't check it up.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
it's
yes,
because
there are a lot of things that I for example, I teach mathematics since a lot of years ago, but I always have pedagogists before, no, atrás de mí, o
Behind,
están behind me, or no atrás de mí, yo creo que al lado, ¿no?
supporting you.
Supporting me always, because I think that we don't know a lot of things that you can orientate us for do our job.
Yeah, for doing the best according to the students you are going to work with. Because
Exactly.
to teach adults, to teach elderly people, to teach children, to teach toddlers is different.
It's
So,
very different. Yes.
yeah, that's it. There is another branch of pedagogy that it's called in Spanish andragogía, and that's another way to teach. Is when you are working with elderly people, adultos mayores. That's passionate. That's so nice. And it's, it's pedagogy also, but oriented to elderly people. That you have to have a very big training to do it, because elderly people is a part of society that not all the people take into consideration, even for training courses or for education. Education can be also when they go to IMSS and they receive a talk about how to take care of diabetes. There is also hospitalary pedagogy, pedagogia hospitalaria, that is the one that is in charge of all the workshops, medical workshops, and attention to people who go to have any information. There is also jail pedagogy, es pedagogía carcelaria, and it talks about the programs for the people who are in jail. And it is really, really different. So it's wonderful. It's a whole world of possibilities. So congratulations to you, Diana. Don't let anybody disappoint you of your career, because you selected a wonderful area, a wonderful career.
Yeah, I loved that. I loved pedagogy when I heard of it.
Yeah, it's really wonderful. You know what? I was going to be contracted also in China to teach Spanish, but guess what? They didn't contract me. They received my documents by mail, of course, and they were offering me an income up to
Were you going to work
to
in
China.
China?
Yeah, and
Wow.
they were going to pay all my documents, my passport, the passages in the plane. They were going to give me a house just for me.
Wow.
And
Everything.
and they were going to teach me how to speak Chinese, and they were going to let me visit my family once a year with all the expenses paid, or they would pay the expenses of all my family to go to visit me to China.
What
And
was the position?
I beg you?
What was the position?
As a Spanish teacher in a school.
A Spanish teacher.
Yep. And guess what? Spanish and English teacher. But guess what?
What happened?
I am very old for them. The limit of the age should be 45 years old, and I am 52. So that's why I didn't go to China. But you are a young person, so you can apply for
Yeah,
many wonderful jobs.
yeah,
Yeah, so now that you are preparing yourself and that you are not, you don't have children, do it. Do whatever you want and go as far as you decide. There's not a limit.
yeah. I would like to go to US to work as a uh, nanny, but I'm too old because the limit of age is 90 for
Mm,
To
this
Canada,
position.
Diana, to Canada.
It's 25
how old
to,
are you?
sorry,
How old are you?
29.
You are a young person. You know what? I will tell you something. There is a program in the United States that is requiring Mexican teachers to teach in a bilingual system in English and in Spanish to
Yeah.
Mexican communities there in the United States. It is mostly in California. And they are giving you training, they are giving you housing and a contract, of course. And it's very good.
Yeah.
Let me,
Maybe later.
yeah, let me look for the link and I am going to send it to you because
Thank you.
you should be 1 year in training and of course they are going to be paying you and you will have the possibility to be working there. So it's a very nice position. So yes, the point is,
And to improve my English.
yes, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you are
because,
okay.
yeah,
You speak okay.
yeah,
Oh,
you
thank
do
you.
it. Yeah. All right. Esteban, what do you think about everything we were talking about?
About the pedagogy,
The
what
pedagogist,
pedag
pedagogy.
pedagogy.
So what could it be your advice to Diana?
Well, I think that she has a good opportunity because he's young. Uh,
Thank you.
she's very enthusiastic, I think, and and she will have many opportunities to do the the job that she like is very important because in this life is very important to do something that we are enjoying, and I think Diana enjoy his his activities. So, as you said, there are some opportunities that we are no see today, but the doors open in any moment, and I think she's
Mhm.
prepared to get his goals.
Thank you. Thanks for your good vibes.
Excellent. Hey, you know what? I think that this was not only, well, this class was not only about success, but it was also about knowing each other and motivating each other. It was wonderful. Well, guess what? We have consumed our time. And well, I would like to tell you thank you for attending this class. And you know what? We have two news. We are not going to have any recess in our service because we are online teachers. So there is not a problem about continue working. We can do it perfectly with no changes. And the other one, please take care of yourselves. Take into consideration all the regulations that the authorities give us about health. Of course, wash your hands, that's important. I think that here the principal point in this crisis is to take care of ourselves because it's on our hands. It is literally in our hands. So please take care of yourself. Wash your hands every certain time. If you go out, cover your mouth so that you can be okay. And Alex, visit the doctor. Tell him.
Yes, I have to go.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, and have a very good weekend. And meet you next class.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Diana. Bye.
Thank you. And be happy. That's the most important. Be happy.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay. Goodbye.
Bye.